TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. It's been a 2-week wait for Barcelona to return, and I think all of us were thinking, you know what, let's start 2020 with a bang. Let's start here with some positive energy. But today, in the derby, we have fallen down. We've drawn the game 2-2, which on the day doesn't feel drastically terrible, but it's not great. It wasn't great today. We conceded, for me, 2 very poor goals. We did okay down the other end. In the second half, we came into it a little bit more. We had a few moments of magic from Suárez in individual brilliance to get the 2 goals for us. But overall, it's 2 points dropped. When you play the team, regardless of being a derby match, when you play the team at the bottom of the league, you expect to win home or away. We should be taking 3 points. We haven't done. And as a result of that, there's lots to discuss where we did well, but ultimately, where we failed today. And speaking about failure, I start with the team selection, which is exactly how we predicted it to be in the match preview. We thought that it would be these 11 players who went out there against Espanyol, and that's how predictable Barcelona have become, certainly in recent times, and particularly there in the midfield area. And you know what I'm going to question here? Valverde at half-time took off Rakitic, he brought on Arturo Vidal, and immediately there was a change. But what I would say was, why did we start in this kind of manner? Because you look at this midfield here, I thought Frenkie de Jong were going to come onto the red card, which was, of course, a big moment in the game. But I thought Frenkie de Jong was good today. I thought Busquets, actually, was very good. But you've got 2 players there who are good with the ball at their feet. They can control the ball. They can resist the press. Espanyol were pressing very high. And then you've got a player here in midfield, Rakitic, who was neither here nor there. He doesn't add too much defensively. He doesn't add too much going forward. What exactly are we trying to bring there in that midfield? What you do when you bring on Vidal, you give us there an extra dimension. You give us there somebody who will make forward runs, who will combine there with the front 3, and will ultimately cause Espanyol problems. And I believe we started the game in a really poor attitude. We didn't go at them. We were quite lackluster in the way we went about the game, the intensity, the energy. There was nothing there in that first half. But the second we brought on Vidal, the second there we started to attack with a bit more purpose, things did get better in the second half. And I do completely maintain, guys, that playing the team bottom of the league with just 2 wins all season coming into this match, we should be beating Espanyol, no question about it. The one thing that I would have to say, though, and to be completely fair on Barcelona, is today, for me, was the worst possible time that we could have played Espanyol. Because coming into the ground there, you look at the new coach Abelardo, his very first game, it was an absolute packed stadium there, a great atmosphere that Espanyol really did put together today. And you could feel it in the players. They were giving it their all. Under their new coach here, they had fresh ideas, they had fresh enthusiasm. It was like a new start for all of them, and they went out there and they executed the game plan brilliantly, and it was a difficult time to face our local rivals. You can see very early on here, they're pressing Barcelona high. That's something they haven't been doing all season long. It's something here that Abelardo has tried to bring out in this game. They're pressing very high there, looking to close us down, and effectively there, getting the crowd going. And in that first half, certainly, like I say, we were nowhere near our best, quite comfortably there, second best to Espanyol, and this right here is where the goal came from. Now, I can understand Barcelona conceding wonderful goals. If it's a brilliant strike, if it's a piece of individual brilliance, you can hold your hands up and you can say that's a great goal, there's nothing we can do. But you look at it here, it's schoolboy stuff, it's basic defensive play, but we don't do it. We simply don't do it. You look at it here, free kick wide out on the right-hand side, we've got a one-man wall there, and you can see so many Barcelona players. What we're trying to do is hold a high line, but clearly there, it's not worked. We haven't done that properly because Suárez is deeper there than the entire team, and Suárez there is playing every single one of those Espanyol players on side because he's supposed to be there, the first man in line there to clear that near ball, and he's usually very good at it from corners. But as you can see here, you've got to be in sync. If Suárez is on that line there, everybody else must be there too, because as you can see there, when the ball comes in, it's a free header. It's an easy free header there for Espanyol. Neto doesn't move, Neto's got no chance, and Espanyol there, the last thing we wanted to do was give them a goal, because when they got that goal, it was even more confidence, even more enthusiasm, the crowd were even louder, and Espanyol, they were loving it. And pretty much the only chances for Barcelona in that first half were, like I say, we lacked so much energy, intensity in our game. We looked completely flat there, whether it was because of the break, getting back into things, I don't know, but we weren't good in that first half. The only chance there came, Roberto on the right-hand side, side. He swings in a very, very good ball. To be fair, I thought Roberto was very good today. He put in a good cross onto the head there of Messi. It was a cross and hope, really. Messi, though, straight at the goalkeeper. And then just after that, there were signs that Barcelona maybe could turn it around in the second half, because just for the half-time whistle, there was a moment of individual brilliance, individual magic there on the edge of the box from Suárez. He beats his man, does really well, and then toe pokes it, and it cannons off the post. And then at half-time, we have that sub there, Vidal for Rakitic, and I felt in the second half, at the start of the second half, the game did change. We looked much, much more involved, the intensity was higher, there was more urgency about our play, and it was Vidal, both on the pitch and in terms of the mentality. Vidal came on, he made good forward runs, he was interfering with play, he was getting in Espanyol's face, but he was also getting the teammates going, having a look there, shouting, getting them going, and that's what we needed. And to be fair, it was a brilliant, brilliant equalising goal from Barcelona. 50 minutes gone, it's Jordi Alba, who up to that point I don't think had a very good game at all, but he puts in a brilliant ball there into Luis Suárez, who is unmarked, but it's a great finish. It's a first-time finish, doesn't even take a touch, it's a really, really nicely timed finish, in at the near post. Lopez probably should do better, but Barcelona have the equalising goal, and it was just 9 minutes after that we went in front. And at that point, things were looking good, because again it was Suárez. In and around that area, he did come alive for a sort of 20-minute period there in that second half. He picks up the loose ball. It's a wonderful assist. It truly, truly is. Outside of the foot there, and who should be storming in? Arturo Vidal. And that's the kind of hunger that you want in your starting lineup there, to come in and actually attack things, to take that risk, take that gamble, get into the box there. It's a brilliant header. Goalkeeper no chance. Barcelona have the lead. And with that, Luis Suárez now has been involved in all 10 of our last La Liga goals. He's scored 4 of them himself, and he's assisted 6 of them. So Suárez there involved in our last 10. There was then a brilliant moment that we did have chances. That's the annoying thing here. We had chances in this game to kill it off. Suárez, for me, could have had a hat-trick. He could have had 3 goals by the end of this game. There was a brilliant run by Messi, who overall on the night probably was a bit quiet. He did come into it certainly more so in the second half, but it was a brilliant run by him, taking on 1, 2, 3, 4 Espanyol players. He gets to the edge of the box. He puts a brilliant pass into the path of Suárez, but he can't quite convert the chance. And another chance as well for Suárez just before Espanyol scored. He was 1-1 with the goalkeeper, but again, he couldn't put it away. That would come back to haunt us. But just before that, in the 74th minute, there was another moment in the match which would come back to haunt us. It was Frenkie de Jong getting sent off. And to be fair, I felt so sorry for him. Because yeah, you can see it there, the second yellow card, it is a yellow. He should get sent off. It's a foul there. He gives away the ball. He tries to recover. He probably instinctively there goes to grab the shirt. He realises what he's done, but by then it's too late and he has got that red card. But the first yellow that he picked up was actually there to help the team. It was no fault of his own. It was actually there, a counter-attack that we'd allowed Espanyol to take into their own hands. They were attacking us, and de Jong there took one for the team, took the yellow card. But of course, that eventually led to a red, and like I say, he looked absolutely gutted there. I did feel for him, and de Jong, he shouldn't blame himself, because ultimately, we still should have seen this game out with 10 men. Semedo came on for Griezmann, we were trying to shore things up, and the goal for Espanyol, again, it was nothing special. It was a wonderful finish, to be fair, from Wu Lei, but the ball there into him, it's simple. We have such a huge gap between our centre-back and the full-back there for him to just make that run completely unmarked again into the box. He's got so much time there to pick his spot, to pick his finish. Neto can't get there, and Espanyol have the equalising goal. The stadium goes wild. We drop 2 big points, and it is disappointing. It's disappointing here, like I say, to come to Espanyol, not just draw because it drops us points, but we don't want to let them have a point. We didn't want them here to get back on track. We wanted to punish our local rivals, but today we were not able to do that. Although, as it stands right now, with Real winning, Atletico winning as well this weekend, Barcelona had dropped points, but we still remain top of the table. Just about. And of course, guys, please do let me know in the comments what you made of the game. What was your highlight? What was your lowlights? What did you like about it? What did you not like about the performance today? Please let me know all of that stuff in the comments down below. And in particular, what would you change now heading into our next game? The next game, of course, now is Barcelona in the Super Cup against Atletico Madrid. That'll be coming there live from Saudi Arabia. Lots of build-up, of course, coming up to that game. But right now, what do we need to change? What's not working? And let me know all that in the comments down below. I will see you soon with more videos. It's not quite a happy return today for Barcelona, but look, The year is long. Surely the only way is up. I'll see you soon, guys. But until next time, as always, Visca el Barça.